Hello, everyone. Thank you for attending the Top 5 Vegan Myths Deciphered webinar this morning. My name is Taria Blanchard, and I will be your host. I am so glad you all came, and I can't wait to dive right into this myth-busting presentation. So I wanted to give you a little background about myself. I've been familiar with the vegan lifestyle for about 5 years now. I was introduced to the vegan lifestyle by my fiance, who has been a vegan for 9 years, and obviously I had to sort of adapt to his lifestyle and start being more aware of what I cooked and how I cooked it and what restaurants we would go to. Just putting on an alternative lens and going with it. So over the last 5 years, I've been asked so many questions by my family and by my friends about what it actually means to be vegan. Does the food taste bland? What is there to eat other than salad? Just, tons of questions. For various reasons, vegans are associated with hundreds of myths. This could be because people are knowledgeable of veganism, hearsay, or inaccurate information from various sources. The purpose of this webinar today is to discuss, what vegan is, some of the myths that are associated with it, and to basically just give you the facts. So let's dive right in. Vegan defined. What is a vegan? So vegetarians do not eat meat, fish, or poultry, and vegans, in addition to being vegetarian, they do not eat other animal products or byproducts such as eggs, dairy products, honey, and what I like to call super vegans are vegans who don't eat or, do not buy leather, fur, silk, wool, cosmetics, and soap derived from animal products. So why veganism? People choose to be vegan for various reasons, some for health, some for environmental, or just ethical reasons. And a lot of vegans choose to promote this lifestyle in a more humane or like a caring world perspective. So they know they're not perfect, but they believe that they have a social responsibility to the environment. And for some, not being judgmental of others. So going right into the next slide. So let's go right into the first myth. So vegans suffer from a lack of protein because they do not eat meat. So the fact here is that it's very easy for a vegan to diet, for the vegan diet to meet the recommendations for protein as long as calorie intake is adequate. So the key is to eat a very varied diet. Vegan options for protein include lentils, chickpeas, peas, tofu, peanut butter, soy milk, almonds, spinach, rice, whole wheat bread, potatoes, broccoli, kale. And then veganstreet.com provides us with an infographic of alternative proteins for vegans. So that includes sun-dried tomatoes, tempeh, dark leafy greens, and I'm sure a whole lot more. So moving on, myth 2, being a vegan is expensive. This is one of the most common myths of all time. This is one of the questions that I was consistently asked over my 5-year span of being familiar with veganism. So vegetarian staples such as pasta, rice, tofu, and beans are much cheaper than meat. The money that you save from not buying meat can actually go toward just paying a little extra for non-dairy milk and other staples such as fruits and vegetables. And many people will use the excuse, I would go vegan, but it's just so expensive, or where would I buy all those special vegan foods to avoid making the switch, To them, a plant-based vegan diet is somewhat of a luxury. But the reality here is that a plant-based diet can be the most convenient, accessible, and affordable dietary choice on the planet, providing not only great nutrition, but also accommodating life on a budget. It also depends on the choices that you make as well. So, myth 3, vegan diets are limited and dull. This is one of my favorite myths. Every time I go out with my friends, I prove them wrong about the range of options that I have at the same restaurant they like or love. Substitutes are what make vegan options flexible, especially at restaurants. Almost any dish you can make with meat can be made with a substitute. So, as you can see at the bottom of the side, this is a vegan pizza. And the reason I put this picture on here is because I have a story behind it. So, I recently went with a girlfriend to a pizzeria and ordered a vegan pizza. Did I know there was a vegan pizza? Of course not. But the hint here is planning ahead of time and looking at the menu prior to going to dinner. This is not something that we planned. This was something that, this was a restaurant that she planned. If there was not a vegan option, I would have gotten something else that the restaurant offered. So let's go to the next myth. Vegans can't have dessert. So a fact here is that vegans have not lost their sweet tooth. In fact, there are tons of vegan dessert cookbooks and restaurants that offer vegan dessert options. And yes, some vegan dessert books are full of hard to find ingredients, but most vegan desserts are comprised of flour, sugar, egg substitutes, and delicious mix-ins like chocolate, nuts, and coconuts. Let's go to the next myth. Going vegan is a good way to lose weight. So, not necessarily. Going vegan is so much more than just a diet. It's a lifestyle. Once you get into it and fully commit to it, it affects your entire thought process of what exactly you're putting into your body. So, for example, if you're on this vegan diet, say for 2 months, and you've become aware of what you're putting into your body, and you decide that you want to take a break, your conscious actually automatically goes back to the way that you paid attention while you were on the diet. However, if you're trying to go vegan and still eat those bag of potato chips in the pantry, this lifestyle is definitely not for you. If you replace those things with fruits and vegetables, you'll be headed towards the right direction. So it's just a little tidbit. A lot of my friends always ask me, how much weight have you lost doing this whole vegan thing? And, what are great things to eat to burn fat? And do you work out while you're doing the vegan thing? Do you have to work out? Those are a lot of the most common questions that are associated with this myth. And I always tell people that, if you're going to lose weight, going vegan is not it's a good diet to have under your belt, but I don't think it's a good way to lose weight, like just for that purpose. This veganism is meant to change your lifestyle, and I think that's the most important takeaway from this entire presentation. It's a lifestyle, it's not a diet. So thank you guys so much for joining me for this webinar this morning. Please connect with me. These links are also attached to the Google Plus event invitation and will be available shortly in the YouTube account About section. So if you have any questions, please feel free to email me and I will answer your email as quickly as I can. Listed here are my Twitter accounts, my Facebook accounts, my LinkedIn, and then also the blog here. You can go and look at additional information about just some of my favorite things, and feel free to email me again if you have any questions. I hope that you all are well informed on what vegan is and what alternatives and options that you have in making the right choices for your body, and most importantly, knowing the facts. Thank you again. My name is Taria Blanchard. Eat, drink, and be vegan. Cheers.